Look here at lane 3, Philip swimming the 500 freestyle at our district meet earlier today. Starting with the start here, you have high hips, low hips are higher than the heads, which is good, and the arms, legs, feet seem to be in a good position. Off the start, you seem to get nice distance off the block, excuse me. Your hands, just by a hair, get together here before you hit the water, and they might not have even gotten there all the way. We gotta, I like that you're thinking about engaging the blocks here, but we gotta get the hands together quicker. Instead here, they're really slow to get to where they need to be, and you're cutting it close there on the entry. The legs seem to be good on the entry though. All right, so for the first part of the race, I'm gonna talk about your splits. So your end time of 5:24, which is a 10-second drop. We're really excited about that. Split wise, you're 101, 105, 107, 106, and then 103. Breaking it down by 50, you're 29, 32, 32, 32, 33, 33, 33, 33, 33, and then 30. Okay? So after the 200, you're out 207. After the 200, you go 5 straight 33s. For the hundreds being 100, 107, 106, then you go 33.0, 30.5, so you bring home a 103. The 101 to 105 jump is fine. I am okay with that, but you got to hold the 105s then for the next two 100s. Even if it means you don't have closing speed where you can't, so if you go 105, 105, 105, that's better. But for you to go 105, 107, 106, and then drop off because you have so much on the last 50, like a 3-second drop off from the second to last 50 to last 50 is too much. Okay, so we go, again, for example, 101, 105, 5, and if you go 33, 30 on the last 100, I can live with that if you did 105 before it. We got too much at the end when you have a 107 and 106 splits in there. All right, so we got to clean up that middle part of the race especially. All right. On the stroke. So here in the first half of the race, you're swimming smooth, you're following some kind of breathing pattern, it appears. As the race goes on, your breathing pattern starts to fade away, and you are only breathing towards this guy that beat you from another team that you don't even know, and you might have never raced before in your life. I've told you this before. When you looked at Ellison races, I'm telling you again, looking at this random guy, you got to focus on yourself in your own race, and you got to stick to what you do. Like every day in practice, if you breathe a certain way, then you go to a meet and you breathe that way for half the race, in the second half of the race, you all of a sudden start breathing, focusing on this one guy next to you. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I understand you're racing the guy, but you got to stay committed to what you're doing. Like, you have a goal time, you have a goal pace, and we got to hit that, and we got to do it the way that you've practiced swimming the whole year. All right, so now I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Right about there. Okay. It'll back up just a hair. Okay, so notice you were breathing both sides before. Here, coming into this wall, you're breathing only towards Buddy Boy over here. And a double breath, right? So here, breath, turn. And breath out of the turn. So, I'm having deja vu. 3 breaths in 2 strokes. It's impressive, Philip. So, we got to clean up the breaths. We got to address the pacing part of things. Another thing you could have done is you kind of circle swim here. If this guy's just a hair ahead of you, right? Like, he beat you by less than a second, but he was pretty much ahead of you from the whole race. Go up and ride his lane line, right? He's swimming pretty close to the lane line right there. You go up and you hug that lane line. You swim right up and down that lane line, and then you got this closing speed. That last 100, come off the lane line and then take off. All right? But you're kind of circle swimming here. We got to swim straight up and down the middle. We got to go to a straight line. So if he's right there next to you, you got to come up and ride that lane line. All right. Here you are in the last 50, starting to kick hard. You got a good kick. You're utilizing it here. We got to make sure that we don't sacrifice the third and fourth 100 so that we can have this closing speed here at the end. All in all, 10-second drop. Punch your ticket to region as a freshman. Very exciting. looking forward to see how we can clean up our swim and improve even more next week. Nice job, Philip.